Hey friends, happy May. Oh, this time of year just gets me so freaking excited for the summer. Summers are my favorite season of the year. I'm a girl who loves to be on her boat, loves to be in the lake. Get me up to northern Michigan to our family lake house, and I love just soak in the sunny vibes up there. So I hope that you're feeling really excited about the changing seasons and feeling really good as you get yourself and your business into quarter two. And today I just wanted to have like a little conversation about the growing pains of entrepreneurship. And I just kind of want to normalize that because as I've been working with women in the inner circle and they're making like the most amazing, massive shifts, it's not always like unicorns and rainbows. And so I think sometimes in our own headspace or in our own potential like isolation, it can almost feel like, why? I must be doing something wrong because this feels really hard. Like this feels painful, it feels challenging. And I just want to say, actually, if it's a sign that you're growing, and we say growing pains for a reason. So as a little girl, I remember those times when I would like wake up in my bed and my like joints would be aching. It was because I was growing, like my body was physically growing. And the same thing happens when we're working to expand into the next version of ourselves, the next version of our companies. It would be crazy to think that that would happen without pain. But yet it almost feels like in the midst of it, it's this anomaly. So truly, I just want to come and say, if you're experiencing like pain, if you're like kind of going through challenges and having to like navigate new waters, and you're feeling like you've never been asked to be so exposed before, or to press into limiting beliefs or challenging like stories that don't serve you, like if you're feeling like you're wrestling with like old baggage, things that you're like didn't even know was there, because like now you're starting to raise your prices and you have to have all of this money mindset conversations because of that, or you're starting to hire a team and it's the first time that you've like pressed into that space where you've decided to like let go of some control and trust somebody new to come in and carry out your vision, and you're having to trust that you'll have the money to do that. All those are just some examples of like what happens when we start to up level and start to like grow, and it's painful. I remember years ago when I was making a massive shift in my coaching business, and I was starting to go for a more mature entrepreneur. I think I quadrupled my pricing at that point. And I just remember writing this Instagram post. It will always stick with me. And I talked about how I never knew being brave could be so painful and so scary. Because I think like we have this vision, like being brave, isn't that like fun? Isn't that like jumping off the cliff and like skydiving down and like pulling your parachute and just like living on the edge of the comfort zone? And it is that, right? Like growing and showing up in our business in that way, there is that adrenaline rush. There is those beautiful places where we feel that. But don't forget when you wanted to throw up when you're about to jump out of the plane. And so I just wanted to say, like, I'm so proud of you for the ways that you're pushing yourself, the ways that you're showing up. And if you're feeling those growing pains, I think it's just a validation that you are choosing to show up in that next version of yourself. And I also wanted to say that I believe one of the best ways to support ourselves in these growing pains is to combat isolation and to find mentors, people who have been there before us, and a community that can also normalize that for you. Say like, okay, I'm feeling the same thing. I just did my price, and this is how I handled it. Or I see you, I feel you. I've been there. I've sat in those tears. I'm sitting in the tears right now. Like, and so I just want to say that's exactly what's going on in the inner circle. Inside the inner circle, you get to work with me, and I get the opportunity to get into your business, and we do some awesome like hot seat group coaching. I have a team of coaches that come alongside and support, give accountability, mindset support, even some strategy support. And then there's a whole group of women that are working on doing the exact same things that you want to do in your business. You want to get into your sweet spot of entrepreneurship where you're making more impact, you're working less, you're making more money, you're showing up as a more healthy, confident version of yourself. That is what is happening inside of the Inner Circle. And the doors are currently open. I am taking applications and getting on calls, talking with women who are feeling that nudge. Like they're feeling that like, okay, like I've been doing it on my own and I'm ready to have somebody who's gone before and can teach me and can accelerate my growth. And I'm ready for a community of people that can just understand me and propel me into this next version of myself. So if that is you, if you are like, okay, like, yes, I want that. I'm scared, I'm nervous, but I'm excited too. I would love, love, love to have the opportunity to chat with you. So for however you're seeing this video, if it's in an email or on Instagram or wherever, this is my heart and this is my invitation. And there's no obligation. You're going to get some strategy and some clarity just from getting on the call with me. So I'd love, love, love to have the opportunity to chat about you, chat with you, hear your vision, and see if the Inner Circle is a good fit for you. So thanks so much for your time, for sitting with me and through this. And just I hope that I have spoken to your heart as you think about where you're at, the pain that you're in and growing in, and just normalizing that to say, I'm so proud of you because you are working to be that next version of yourself. Okay? Cheers for now.